Hello, my beautiful earth signs. My name is Honest Am. I am the editor-in-chief of the Honesty Sis newsletter, and I am here for your element monthly intuitive reading. This is for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn earth signs. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Very, very quick. If you want to book a reading with me, all of the information is down below. I don't just use tarot. I may cuss. I may mispronounce some words, but just flow with me. My heart is always in the right place. All right, let's get to it. God, what messages do you have for the collective earth signs? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. What messages do you have for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? What messages do you have for Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn? What messages do you have for Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Okay, the first card that popped out was a blank. Free space. It's like, nah. I had no idea it was blank ones in here. That is crazy. All right, first card out is openness. Very, very good. That'll be so think being more open to yourself, more open to others, be open in relationship, intentions. Maybe be open with your intentions. I don't know. Strength. When I see openness and strength, I think vulnerability. Relaxation. Very nice. You earth signs, you guys are all about your money, so you do tend to work a lot. And at the bottom of all of this, underlying it is obedience. So, very interesting. Very interesting. God, what messages do you have for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus? What messages do you have for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus? What messages do you have for Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. All right. God, what messages what does openness and intention have to do with your message? What does openness and intention have to do with your message? What does openness and intention have to do with your message? Openness and intention. Openness and intention. I can earn money doing what I love with intention. My career is one of creating a joyful experience under strength. I have control over my thoughts, over relaxation. And I'm just going to shuffle it. Perfect. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. That is your overall openness and obedience. I'm going to read this for you guys. Start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a factual documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes, but it is not by magic. It is by the power of the law of the universe, your deliberate alignment with those laws. So that's so funny that came out with obedience. 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 It is by the power of the laws of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. Better feeling stories, obedience, openness, intention. Intention. I will tell my story as I want it to be. All right, guys. So far, I still don't understand what this openness, I'm gonna be real, I still don't understand what this openness have to do with it. But I do know when it comes with this intention and saying that I can earn the money by doing what I love, by doing what I love, that God wants you to think about, why are you going about doing the things that you are doing in your life? Are you doing it just because you want to make money? Are you doing things that really, really fulfill you? You earth signs can tend to work so hard, but we are kind of, and I was just saying in our monthly messages, and I kind of mentioned it a couple of times in the other videos, that we are entering this new period where you don't have to work so hard. Things are not about working hard. That is the masculine way. We are entering this period of divine power, divine feminine power. And divine feminine power is all about passive manifestation. It's all about vibrating and attracting things to you. And you attract things to you by not by magic, but by the law of attraction, and by your alignment with those laws of attraction, and your obedience by those. Are you being obedient to yourself? Are you being obedient and true to yourself? I think that's what it has to do. That's kind of what some of this message have to say. You can earn money doing what you love. Money is an energy. Money, it's only because we are in America that we feel like, oh, if I'm an accountant, I'm a lawyer, then I'm going to have 6 figures and I'm going to be fine and I'm going to be rich. And honestly, not all of them people are ending up in debt. And it's fucking YouTube stars that are making more money by them. And people in our, our older folks to look at that and they like, that's crazy that people are making money just by being on YouTube. But again, like I just mentioned, we're in this new time where it's not about what you're doing that is going to provide the money that you need in your life, but it's how you're feeling. But if you're feeling shitty, or if you're not liking what's going on in your life, then you're not going to be able to have a joyful life experience. And that's what I think this strength is about. It says your career is one of having a joyful life experience. Some of you guys, I think this openness is you're not open to a different way of doing things. You are so used to being like, if I do A, B, C, then I'm going to get D, E, F. You're so used to being like, if I work hard, then I'm going to have the money to show for it. But we're shifting. You don't have to work so hard. You don't have to beat yourself up so hard. You're really pushing everything you want away from you when you're like forcing things to come to you. Have the strength to do things that make you feel good. Have the strength to pivot. Have the openness to think about doing things a different way. Be open to approaching things differently. Be open to having relaxation. Be open to not having to work so hard, because, again, I have control over my thoughts. Some of you guys don't. When you feel like you're relaxing, you feel like you're wasting. You like, if I'm relaxing, I ain't making money. But you're going to eventually burn yourself out. Listen, I think this obedience. Be obedient to your body. Have an open approach to how you're going about your life. But let's get some tarot out to further clarify before we just go all off into it. God, what messages do you have regarding intention and openness? What messages do you have regarding intention and openness? What messages do you have regarding intention and openness? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to pop right on out. Justice. Yes. Justice. Intention. If you are doing things, if your heart is in the right place, then it's gonna come by you. Karmic justice is on you. Everything is on your favor. It's in your favor. If your heart is in the right place, what is your intention? Why are you doing the things that you are doing it? Think about everything that you're doing. Why are you doing it the way that you're doing it? And God, to further clarify the justice, we got the King of Wands reverse. The King of Wands upright is somebody who is he's a business oriented man. He's firm. He's about his business. powerful, grounded, rule it, upside down. I mean, some of you guys are working in places that you're not happy. You're not, you're at the top of your career, but you're not even happy there. You're miserable. You're going to work and you're miserable every single day. And God is saying that some of you guys been thinking about, you have, oh, okay. I'm starting to get it. Some of you guys are in jobs. You're very successful in the jobs that you're in. You're doing an amazing job, but you're miserable. And you have a side project that you've been thinking about doing. And it's been on your mind a lot, but because you're so focused, and because you're like, no, like I gotta, this is what people expect of me. I have to see this through. Like I have to be at this job. But God is saying that thing that you really, that thing that keep nagging at you, what really has your attention, is actually what you're supposed to be doing. And you should be obedient to that. You should be open to seeing it through. You should be open to seeing how far you can go with this adventure. You're thinking that it's not possible to make money by that, but God is saying, yes, it is. It actually is very much so possible. All right, God, what messages do you have under strength and openness? What messages do you have for strength and openness? What messages do you have for strength? Several cards. 3 cards popped out. This is a story. This is a story. This is a story. Do you want me to finish the story? When I say this is a story, I see that, just like I was saying, that I feel like some of you guys are at a career that is, you're very good at what you do. You're doing good. You're at the top of your field, but you're not happy. And God is saying that you need to dive. There's a different way that you need to go about this. There could be backstabbing. There could be talking behind your back at your job. There's something about your job, though you're at the top, you don't feel very secure in your job. It's something about it that you don't feel, it's just an uneasiness about it. There's an uneasiness about it. And I think that God is saying that you need to trust trust your feelings, trust your intuition, because you get them for a reason. And this other thing that you want to do on the side, I think that he's saying that if you do go ahead and take that leap of faith, and I'm not saying quit your job, take that leap of faith and maybe put more energy into it. This is a Knight of Pentacles. This is not somebody that's rushing into doing anything. This is somebody who's taking a slow and methodical approach, that they're taking their time when they do this. So as you're working at that job, what it's saying is don't put everything that you have into this job. Have the strength to keep a little bit to yourself so that you can pour into your adventure. And once you figure out how to make this thing work, because once you start putting the one foot in front of the other, it's going to all fall in line. You're going to be pregnant with in abundance. Pregnant with for new opportunity. Like this is prosperity. This is pregnant. Like you have something. This is what I'm saying. Like some of you guys are sitting on something. You're pregnant. This is the Empress. Some of you could really be pregnant, but when I see the Knight of Pentacles with this, I see that some of you guys are sitting on an idea, and God is saying that you need to work on this idea. Slowly work about to bring this to form. It's going to take 9-10 months for you to get it off the ground, but you are pregnant with possibility. Beautiful, because your career is one of creating a joyful life experience. Have the strength to do things a different way. Be open to doing something a different way. All right, God, what message do you have for relaxation and openness? What message do you have for relaxation and openness? What messages do you have for relaxation and openness? What message do you have for relaxation and openness? Allow us. Whew. This card came out in the monthly reading with 33. Divine protection. Ascendant masters are around you. You have control over your thoughts. Think about this thing a different way. Relax. I think that what this is saying is that if you go into, because you guys have been working so hard and because you really haven't even been putting the energy into this idea that keeps coming to you, I think God is asking you to go into meditation. Take time out to relax. Take time out to calm your mind. You can listen, if you're on YouTube, you can listen to a meditation tracks, listen to chimes, listen to water, drumming, anything, but you really need to calm your mind. Yoga with Adrian, she has some breathing exercises that you can do. But I think what this is saying is that once you go into relaxation, the way to go about this is going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much easier. And all you're going to have to do is just be obedient to the call. But you have to calm your mind. I really think that what God is saying is that once you calm down, once you start approaching things differently, it's threes all over the board. This is this 302. This is a 3. But anyways, I think what God is saying, that you need to calm your mind, go into meditation, relax. And once you do that, once you're open, once you tell the universe that you're open to exploring this idea, the way to go about this, the next step is going to come. It's going to come to you out of nowhere. And to further emphasize that point, go into relaxation. The ace of cups. Not only are you going to have a wish fulfillment, not only is this going to be something that's going to be beyond your wildest imagination, but your cup is going to be overflowing. This is the cup that God giving you. And you know what they say, what God's give you, nobody can take from you. God, what message do you have about this obedience and openness? What message do you have about obedience and openness? What message do you have about obedience and openness? What message do you have about obedience and openness? Allow us to see the cards. All right. Yeah. I don't know who this was, but you're focused, obedience and openness. Turn around. You're focused on this is somebody who, again, that's at the top. You've had the winnings, but you spilled them, you earned it. It's not what you thought it was going to be. It fell over, whatever. The cups they're not what you thought they were going to be, and you're crying over spilled milk. And God is just asking you to just turn around, be open to doing things a different way. Be open to thinking about that this situation came about to open your mind up to see what is going on around you. Be open to that just be open to that possibility that life is happening in your favor, that life is happening for you and not against you. So if only you would just turn your back and realize that there's 2 other cups here. 2 other cups that's right here while you're crying over spilled milk. While you're in meditation thinking about these 3 cups, God is asking you to open your mind up and see beyond those 3 cups, to see these other 2 cups that I'm trying to offer you. See this cup that I'm trying to offer you, a brand new beginning. I'm trying to tell you that you can do things joyously. You can do things, you can have a happily ever after. But you just have to be open to doing things a different type of way. And to further emphasize that you can have the happily ever after, the 4 of Wands came out. Victory is yours. Happiness is yours at no sacrifice. At no sacrifice. But you have to be obedient to the call that is on your life. Be obedient. Be willing to go into meditation. Be willing and be open to doing things a different way. Beautiful message. Beautiful, beautiful message. Do I want any clarifiers? Yeah, I don't have any clarifiers. I think that message was, and then as I'm trying to put it up, the Chariot. This situation, I feel like for some reason, this kind of this sadness that's here, this sorrow, this backstabbingness, this energy that is out here, that some of you guys are hurt about what has happened, but I think God has just asked you to be open to thinking that maybe this happened for your favor. Maybe this happened to get you to move in a different direction, to get you to move differently. This could have happened to get you to move totally differently. Okay? You're moving on. You're moving to a different area. But you have to be willing to let this cycle, let this old stuff go away. I said it once, I say it again. Don't bring 2019 bullshit in 2020. And know that you can be happy in your career. You're supposed to be happy in your career. That's really what's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to be fulfilled doing what you love. If your intention is, if your heart in the right place, justice, karma is always going to be on your side. You're pregnant with possibility. God's ready to give you these cups and make it overflow and get you in a new direction. All right, let's get one final message and we on out of here. I really loved your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please, please, please let me know what your biggest takeaway was. If it was clear, if you wish I would have clarified anything. I really don't feel like I need to clarify anything, but let me know. All right. God, what's the final message that you have for our Earth sign collective? What is the final message that you have for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? What message do you have for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? What message do you have for Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo? Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the card that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. I see your card. Oh, the synchronicity. Obedience, guys. Obedience. Legacy of light was at the bottom. 7. Protection. Obedience. Go into meditation. If you go into meditation, God will be able to show you the way. If you go into meditation, God will be able to show you how to bring this thing about. Diving for the light. Oh, green. Third eye chakra is what I'm getting. Diving for the light. Card 11. Card 11. Diving for the light. How brave are you? I love how that starts. How brave are you? You are diving for the light. It can be so much simpler to seek light in the heavenly and that which is blissful, sweet, loving, and kind. To look for the light in that which is dark is an advanced task that only a rebellious and brave heart will attempt. You may not feel that you have taken such a journey by choice. I'm going to do this card. By choice. Yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has invoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. What did I just say? Didn't I just say that? Okay, let me just calm down. Yet you have taken this wise challenge on from deep within your soul. Your innermost being has invoked this situation in your life with the intention that you grow in power, wisdom, and creative juice. It also wants you to experience a bold and fearless trust in life and become further empowered to live it with zest and courage. The divine or the oracle of diving of light speaks of a time when you are called into darkness through life circumstances, situations, challenges, or inner strength that defy clear understanding. That darkness may be a creative block, a sense of void, or a sense of void, or feelings of depression, rage, sadness, fear, or anxiety. There may or may not be an obvious cause. The darkness might be generally accepted and socially acknowledged because there is a socially acceptable or obvious reason for it, such as a death, divorce, or retrenchment. However, there may be no obvious justification for your experience of darkness. You might not need a reason to be able to accept it. Likewise, you may struggle to find an unconditional acceptance of your experience. Just know that you are actually on the right track and right where you need to be. Our creative process, our spiritual path go through a similar turning of the wheel. There is spring and summer in seasons of our soul, as well as in the earthly ones. There is an autumn harvest, and there is the death inherent in the winter. When energy is concentrated and pulled within to seek out the darkness where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be. Until the time is right. What did I just say? Until the time is right. Where it can rest, regenerate, and simply be. Until the time is right for new life, energy, and creative inspiration to burst forth. When diving for light, one must be willing to bear the darkness and understand that it has a purpose, much like winter does upon the earth. It is not an error or though lack of consciousness that you are here now. It is a testament to your spiritual growth and creative process, not a sign that you are lacking or stalling. The healing process below will help you with your indrawn plunging and successfully navigate it. This oracle brings particular guidance that although you are powerful, you are also vulnerable at this time. You need to be alert to self-sabotage and criticism that may make your progress more difficult than it already is. That will be rather unnecessary. At least some of the people around you might be more attached to their fear and doubt than to their faith in your process and the ways of creative, rebellious spiritual path that asks you to trust unconditionally. They might be frightened due to a lack of understanding. You do not need to carry their fear for them. You have your own process to attend to, and they can choose to be inspired by your journey or frightened by it. Ooh, with the Lovers. Ooh, with the Three of Cups. Oh, with the Devil. With the Devil. I ain't gonna keep going. I ain't gonna keep pulling. But I'm gonna put this right here. Or frightened by it. They are free to respond as they wish or whatever those responses are. They are a part of their journey for them to work through. You also need to be vigilant against the darker forces within you. I'm just going to let him come on out because he was here. The darker forces within you. These are the voices that you might not expect, particularly if you are a pure-hearted being who typically resonate with love. These voices or feelings might surprise you with their dark intensity. There may be feelings of hate, terror, or of wanting only to sleep because anything further is just too hard. They may contain vicious criticism of yourself or tell you that your inner creative work is pointless, unoriginal, not worth it, or stupid. These dark forces might try to tell you that you are on the wrong path, suggest that you will fail, or ask with great condensation, who the hell do you think you are? You must stay in your heart and not believe in these dark forces. Fear creates the energy of anger, hate, and destructiveness. These forces are a part of life. We do not have to be frightened of them, nor do we have to deny their existence or try to ignore them in order to find light in darkness. We just need to hold compassion and be intelligently aware so we can avoid being seduced into the trap of needing to prove ourselves or into the mistaken belief that we need to fight against darkness. It is too easy to get caught up in trying to heal the darkness. Darkness just is. Recognize it when it is there. Be compassionate to your heart. All you need to do is make a choice. Will you stay in your heart, or will you be seduced by darkness and overcome by hate or sleepiness? Diving for light is a spiritual test and a threshold for true creative work. We successfully navigate our way through this test and pass the threshold into new birth. What did I just say? New birth. New creative birth by staying connected to the light of compassion in our own hearts. It is not an easy test, but it is one that you must be ready for. Otherwise, it wouldn't be coming to you now. Just remember, it is the light of the heart that sustains. It exists within us always, even in the darkness depths of the unknown terrain. This is a long-ass oracle. Hold on, y'all. This oracle also comes with a special message. There is darkness within or around you that could become problematic if left unchecked. If for no particular reason you find yourself feeling angry, irritated, hopeless, or tired more easily than usual, unable to rest, or it is just too much effort to exercise or take care of yourself, then this darkness is having an unnecessary effect on you. It is time to end that now from a place of compassion. The healing process below will empower you for that task. Don't be afraid. You are learning this lesson and the unending power of compassion because you are ready for it. Feel honored by the lesson. Stay humble, centered in your powerful, rebellious heart that refuses to be conquered by fear, and remain faithful to love. All will be well. Say this out loud, whether it makes sense to you or not. I call upon the presence of unconditional love. Be here now without restraint. Feel me and feel this space. Touch all beings with your grace. I feel the presence of unconditional love within me. I acknowledge the presence of unconditional love all around me. I am the presence of unconditional love, and in this love, no fear can remain. Make unconditional love guide any fear back to the light of love or back into the earth as it serves the greatest good. My body, mind, heart, and soul are now completely bathed in and protected by unconditional love through my own free will. This is so. And they say repeat this morning and night for at least 3 days and continue for as long as you wish. You guys, I also feel like you're kind of, I forgot what signs it was, but you guys are, you're on a spiritual journey right now. Everything that is happening right now in your life is happening to get you to where you need to be. Calm down. If you are having dark thoughts, go talk to somebody. Go talk to a therapist. But you really, really, really need to meditate and find a way to calm your mind. Because once you do that, it's so much victory here. But the devil is fucking with you right now. But you're going to have to die to some of that. You got to die so that you can get to moving. Turn around. Turn around. Be open to approaching things a totally different way and be obedient to the call that is on your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If so, drop it below. Give me a thumbs up. See you guys next week. Namaste. Next month, not next week. Bye.